What's up, everybody? It's your boy Walking Mandu. Welcome back to Wrenchtrenchers Garage. I know I've been gone for a while, and I had to take a little hiatus getting a bunch of shoulda, woulda, couldas done out of the way, and I do apologize for that. But now we're back, and hopefully I can start doing this on a more regular basis. Hopefully I'm gonna start putting out a video every Monday. I was kind of doing that before, but sometimes I put out 2, sometimes I put out 3. But I'm gonna try to get on a schedule now, just to make sure that there's something coming out, and then there's a week in between, so I can get some editing done, and I can actually get really good footage for you guys, or actually have something decent to talk about. So that's priority number 1. So just to get you guys caught up, I did a video before documenting some other things that I did on the Mustang, but for now what I'm gonna do is kind of show you what I've kind of been up to, what I've been kind of cooking up and kind of doing, if you guys are interested. So for that I'm gonna have to go into the house to show you that, so give me 1 sec. Oh, and there might be a small tool review in this video, so we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so now that we're in the basement, I kind of want to show you what I've kind of been up to in here. So first things first, as you can see, there's no more carpet, and I put down this lovely wood laminate. It took me forever, it was not easy, and as you can see, you got the cord around in the corner, and I'll show you what I used to put those in, because that's part of my review. And unfortunately I didn't get any footage of me actually putting this floor in. You can see we have the dog cage here, we have some family in. I did all that myself, patched all the walls, no holes, nothing like that. So that actually turned out pretty good. I decided to run the floors all the way through this small hallway. As you can see, I still need to put in my door separators. But other than that, I ran the floors all the way in here. All the walls in here were in decent shape, so there was nothing really to do but to furnish it. And that's probably the coolest heater you've ever seen in your life, right? Yeah, it's all electric, but it blows out real heat. Looks like wood on fire. So that's probably the coolest thing you've ever seen, right? Right? Alright, maybe not. So that's pretty much the tour of the basement. Everything that has been done in here, and that's what I've been working on for the past 2 months. Well, not the whole 2 months. There's been other things, but we'll get to that later. Right now I just kind of want to walk you through some of the things I've been up to. But also back here, this is going to become a gym area at some point. We have the treadmill, and I just kind of want to get all of this stuff out of the way. And I want to put in a small bench and some dumbbells, and just kind of get to work back here. Because I've been going to the gym, and sometimes you can't just make it there every single day. So what I've been doing is concocting a plan for a way to be able to do a workout without having to run to the gym every single day. So the days that I can't get there, days I just need a quick one, man, I can just come down here and I can get in some work. So that's that. So we're going back out to the shop. Alright, so onto the outside here. As you can see, the Nissan is still in good shape. Haven't wrecked it yet. However, I did blow up this stereo somehow, so probably a bad fuse. We still got the junkers out here. That's a whole nother story for the junkers. So, alright guys, so the next thing I wanted to show you is these new air 240 volt heaters that I had installed. Now this is what took a lot of the time, because this fuse box here, this whole fuse box, had to be replaced. I had a smaller one in there, but I ran out of fuse panels. So I had my electrician come in. As you can tell, I'm probably saying a lot of these things wrong because I'm not an electrician. I had to get somebody to come in and do it. But a good electrician buddy of mine, Mike, came through and he put in new panels, and he went ahead and installed these new air heaters. I haven't really tried them out yet because today it wasn't really that cold, and the days that it was cold I wasn't able to even come out to the shop. But we're gonna see how this works. I hope these work a lot better than before. These were $180, I believe, from Home Depot. But I ended up getting 2 of them. You can see the other one down there. You can see that one down there. So I have one toward the back of the shop, and one up here at the front. So hopefully we can get some good warm air circulating, and we can do a lot of our projects in the winter, which would be absolutely wonderful, because I'd love to do a winter build and then bring it out in the spring or the summer and just make it cool. And yes, it's still here. The Mustang is still here. It just couldn't get to it. I don't really have any excuse for it except for the fact that I was handling a lot of other things. But it's still in the works. Nothing has changed. It's still being worked on, and I'm getting right back to it. But let's go ahead and I'm going to do a quick tool review for you guys today. Now that you've seen everything that I've been up to, I'm going to do this quick tool review. Then I'm going to give you a backstory video on where I've been working on this. Oh, and also, by the way, the Hobart. The Hobart, I almost forgot to tell you guys. The Hobart, well, it works. It works now. I don't know if I showed you that in the last video, but it actually works now. The problem that we had is that this socket right here, unfortunately there was no ground going to that socket. So now that there's a ground going to it, the thing works great. But yet I've still yet to use it yet. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to hold you guys up too much. I don't want to keep blabbing. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the review of these 2 items that I ended up picking up. Guys, so first things first, what we have here is a riv nut gun. And basically what it does, it rivets in threaded sleeves into anything you want, like the chassis of a vehicle, for example. So when I use the Hobart, I can make the proper brackets for the e-brake assembly for the Mustang. But anyway, I bought this riv nut gun. I got it from a local store, actually. I didn't order it online, but the name of the company is Rivet King, and I bought it because it felt really heavy duty. I do like to support my local stores, so I ended up getting it from there. This one was like 70 bucks. It comes with different size riv nuts you can stick through there. But yeah, this thing seemed extremely sturdy, so I went ahead and picked it up. I have not tried it yet, so we're going to be trying that together at some point, probably while I'm putting the brackets in for the Mustang. But it does come with a pretty good amount of stuff. So with it, it came with aluminum, which everybody online was saying that go with the aluminum, they're easier to press in. So I've decided to do the aluminum. So I have a bunch of different aluminum fittings, and I went ahead and got a couple of bolts. And we're going to see how this works. Actually, these can actually line up. These can actually line up right in here, so you have them ready to go. So while you're doing your riveting, you can make that happen. But I'll show you how this thing works. Unfortunately, I can't show you today. Maybe I'll probably but I will show you in another video. Hopefully the next video, as soon as possible. Hopefully you don't have to wait a week for it. But we'll see. We'll try to get to this as soon as I can. Now here's the last thing that I ended up getting. What I ended up getting was this Ryobi nail gun. Now, I have a set of nail guns that I'm going to show you. I have a set of these nail guns here. These Porter cables. And these were great for when I was building my shed. But when I tried to use these downstairs, I realized I needed to bring that 20-gallon air compressor down there. And there was just no way this was really going to happen for me unless I bought one of those small pancake compressors that I could bring around that are more portable. But I figured, you know, that's $100, $120 for a decent one. Then right next to it in the store, I saw this. I saw this Ryobi Airstrike nail gun. So what I decided to do is I was like, hey, well, you know what? If I'm going to spend $120, $129 on a compressor that I have to lug around and then use these tools that I already have, I might as well get it all in one on a battery. And I tell you, this thing is badass. For the price that I paid, you see the DeWalt ones, they're $200, $300. You see some of the other ones. Compared to those, this was about $100 less. And you know how I feel about Ryobi. I already had the batteries, so I already had pretty much everything I needed to run this thing. And this uses brad nails. It goes from a 5/8 to a 2-inch brad nail, and this thing works great. However, there is a bad part about this. I bought this the first time. This is actually the second one I bought. The first one that I bought started smoking. It almost caught fire. I smelled electrical smell, and then I looked over and this thing is smoking like crazy, and then it just stopped working, and that was only after 2 days of using it. So I took it back to the store. I was like, hey, this is what's going on, and they gave me the credit back. But what I ended up doing was stepping up to the next size. The first size that I had was for a smaller brad nail. This is for a larger brad nail, and it seems like it's a little bit more sturdy, so I kind of upgraded to this one in order to, in the hopes that it wouldn't start smoking like the first one. But yeah, this thing's pretty awesome. It uses their 18-volt battery, lithium, alright, has lights, and then the way this thing works is that you can hit your light, which is this button right down here. Hit your light, you can see what you're doing. You press down on whatever surface you're nailing, pull the trigger, and then there you go. You got a brad nail in there. So with that, you can go. This thing is actually really, really awesome. I wouldn't have been able to get through my project in the basement without it. I really recommend this. If you start having any electrical issues or anything with it, somebody please chime in and let me know. I don't know if anybody else has had that problem, but I'm chalking it up to like a fluke. Okay, I'm chalking it up to that. Maybe I didn't do something right when I originally purchased the first one. To end this off, let me know what you guys think about this Ryobi brad nailer. Let me know if you guys have used it. Let me know if you've used it in a situation where you had to use it like all day, like in a construction site, where this thing, if this thing is actually heavy duty enough to handle that type of stuff. Not that that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just kind of curious. Want to know exactly how far this thing will go. But that's the reviews on this stuff, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back with you. Well, alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope you guys liked the basement. I worked really, really hard on that basement. So thank you so much for watching. Also, don't forget I have the Zazzle store. Go ahead and check it out. See if there's any merchandise you like, something you don't like about it. Go ahead and leave me some comments right down below. I'll leave the link in the description. And next time we get around to this, we're going to be working on the Mustang some more. I will be using the Hobart to build brackets, and also using the rib nut gun to also place those brackets in place to make sure we have a good clean install. We'll go ahead and do that next time. I know it's been a long time. I know it's been a little while since I've put out some content, but you know, we don't give up around here in Wrench Trench Garage. We just keep wrenching. So wrench trench out.